You ever wake up, check your phone, and instantly know your day's about to get interesting? That was me right there, staring at a fresh doorbell cam notification. Another package gone. I brace myself, thinking, okay, maybe it's just another delivery hiccup. Maybe the wind or the courier again. But when I hit play, there she was, Sophia Wilson, Maplewood Estates' very own self-crowned royalty, strutting up my steps in her pink blazer like she was walking a red carpet. She didn't even glance around much this time, just snatched my box, smirked right at the camera, and waltzed off with that look, the one like she was daring the world to stop her. What are you going to do about it? Fourth time this month. My daughter's Christmas present, my blood pressure meds, even the socket wrench set I needed for work all vanished. And right then, I stopped just being mad. I started planning. Because see, Sophia believed being HOA president meant she could bend the rules however she pleased. But that's the thing about people who think they're untouchable, they forget. Some of us still know how to fight back, and maybe, just maybe, we're even better at it. Let me back up a sec. 6 months after my divorce, I landed in Maplewood, the kind of neighborhood where you think nothing ever happens, lawns so neat you could eat off them. Everybody waves mailboxes as shiny as a car showroom. It felt like the reboot my daughter and I deserved. Mornings with coffee on the porch, old Mr. Henderson waving as he watered his azaleas, the mailbox finally not stuffed with divorce paperwork. It was good until the packages disappeared. At first I blamed this courier. A scarf for my daughter's birthday, just poof. Delivery error, I muttered, figuring it'd show up somewhere. Then the replacement vanished too, same way. By the third my prescription, I stopped believing in coincidences. So I put up that ugly little doorbell cam. Just for peace of mind, I told myself. But you ever get the feeling you're about to find out something you don't want to know? First morning I watched the footage. There she was, Sophia. Blonde ponytail, pink blazer, business casual attitude cranked up to 11. She checked the street, checked the neighbors, then just bent, scooped up my package like she was collecting the morning paper and strode off like it was her job. I must have replayed it 8 times, each loop burning a little deeper. First, disbelief. The HOA president, the woman who ran every meeting, hosted every barbecue, handing out fines like Halloween candy she was just stealing. Then the anger hit, hot and sharp. And then came something colder, a calculation. This wasn't random. This was a pattern. So I started digging, checked the footage, timestamps, matched them to my work schedule, late mornings, always when I was gone, always the right size box, like she'd cased my place. I showed the video to George across the street, ex-cop, now vegetable gardener, and lucky for me, one hell of a good neighbor. He watched, then looked at me slow and steady and said, "That's her, all right. You sure you want to make waves? She's got pull around here. I just said I want my stuff back." We went down to Mrs. Chen's. She's 90 if she's a day cardigan and lavender everywhere. Her grandson's birthday present had disappeared too. She even texted Sophia, who brushed her off all velvet and ice. "We're keeping the neighborhood safe. File a report." So I did. Cops were sympathetic, but you know how it goes without intent. It's a civil matter. If I could get more victims, maybe they'd dig deeper. I left with nothing but a stamped report and a sour taste in my mouth. Meanwhile, Sophia was in rare form running HOA meetings like a CEO. The very next week, I got a violation notice, mailbox wrong finish, grass half an inch too tall. That's when the Facebook group started humming. Somebody posted a blurry shot of a woman in a pink blazer walking away from a porch, and the comments blew up. "That's Sophia. Hey, my stuff went missing too." But then the post disappeared, buried under dog photos and HOA fee reminders. People were scared. Sophia could veto your patio, fine you into next week, make your life hell if you crossed her. Nobody wanted to be the next target. So I started keeping a log, dates times delivery labels. Who else had complained? I'd tape a note to every new box property of John Davis. And waited. Watched the camera footage obsessively. The 4th time when she took another box, I was almost calm. Filed the new clip with the police. Sat on my couch feeling weirdly naked but more resolved than ever. If the system wouldn't hold her accountable, maybe her own pattern would. Next morning, I'm watching my window when a patrol car pulls into her drive. 2 officers ring her bell. She answers, cool as ever, pastel robe hair. Perfect acting, shocked. They leave 5 minutes later. No search, no confiscated boxes. I catch one of them on his way out. He sighs, says she claims she was collecting misdelivered packages as head of HOA security. Intent's hard to prove, he shrugs. Could be a misunderstanding. My jaw clenched so tight I thought I'd break a tooth. By now, the retaliation started in earnest. Mailbox non-compliant, grass too tall, trash bin visible past collection hours. Every notice signed with Sophia's looping, pretentious cursive. I went to the next HOA meeting, fluorescent lights, fake marble, the whole board nodding like bobbleheads. When I brought up the missing packages, Sophia went from syrupy to sharp in a heartbeat. If your packages were misplaced, speak to your courier, Mr. Davis. The HOA can't be responsible. I put my phone on the table. You were on my porch. You took them. She smiled like a shark. I was returning misplaced parcels. Perhaps you misinterpreted what you saw. The rest of the room looked at their shoes. She leaned back, arms folded. Continue spreading false accusations and I'll have to consider this harassment. I met her stare. Go ahead. Next day, another violation. Leaving a hose in the yard. I just laughed. But something started to shift. The Facebook group filled up with posts. Anyone else missing deliveries? Amazon order gone again. Saw someone in pink by my porch. Nobody dared say her name, but everyone knew. Then Mrs. Chen messaged me. She took my granddaughter's birthday present. I was too scared to say anything. It stopped being about me. That night, George dropped by with a 6-pack. You look like a man plotting something, he grinned. I'm a man tired of being polite, I told him. You'll need proof. She can't scrub off, he said. And that stuck with me. So I got creative. Let me tell you, Google is a treasure trove for petty revenge. Glitter bombs, stink sprays, you name it. I researched it, but I wanted something with style. Something she couldn't wash away with a shower and an apology. That's when I remembered my old college roommate, Brian, security engineer. Now, back in the day, we built everything from paint balloon traps to motion alarms. I called him up, explained the situation, and he said, John, you're talking dye packs, right? Damn right. I was. He talked me through it. UV dye protein binders rigged with a spring trigger. After a few YouTube tutorials, some questionable Amazon orders, and a couple of spectacular failures, my left arm was violet for days. I had it a decoy box, rigged to burst purple and yellow dye when opened. Sophia's theft schedule was clockwork, so Friday became prep day. Set out the box, luxury spa products, fragile, irresistible. Thursday, 10:45 a.m., her SUV pulls up, sunglasses on that parade march stride. She grabs the box, walks off, never hesitates. 20 minutes later, my phone buzzes. It's George, dude, she's purple. And there she was, front lawn screaming, hands, neck, half her face, glowing like a highlighter blazer, ruined neighbors, peeking from behind curtains, George recording everything. For the first time in months, I laughed so hard I thought I'd choke. The next morning, the HOA chat exploded, screenshots, memes, Queen Sophia goes punk. She tried to delete the threads. They kept coming back. Someone posted, wasn't that you on video taking packages? I didn't need to post a thing. The story was writing itself. By evening, Sophia had served me with legal papers, intentional assault with a hazardous chemical. I sent the footage and a detailed report to the cops, complete with timestamps and property law. The police, after reviewing the footage and trying not to laugh, called it a property defense incident. No charges. But it wasn't over. Emergency HOA meeting clubhouse, packed, people standing recording. Sophia at the head table, scarf and sunglasses, purple, bleeding through. Mrs. Chen stood up, folder in hand, trembling. You took from me too. My granddaughter's doll. Other neighbors piled on missing meds, gifts, electronics, even Halloween decorations fined for being non-compliant. The stories rolled in. Then Ethan, the treasurer, pulled out paperwork, $57,000, missing from HOA funds checks to cash invoices for fake vendors. Her husband tried to talk them down. Nobody listened. Motion for her permanent removal passed nearly unanimous. Security walked Sophia out, purple stains still bright as shame. The air outside felt cleaner than it had in months. Word spread. Local news ran the purple justice story. Then the Nationals picked it up. Sophia's husband, forced out of his law firm, criminal charges followed: mail theft, embezzlement, obstruction. Her mugshot, purple cheekbones, and all made the front page. The "Keep Your Hands Off My Packages" t-shirts. Those were real. Her trial was fast. Plead guilty: mail theft, fraud, embezzlement, probation, restitution, community service. At sentencing, the judge told her, "Order without fairness is tyranny." Sophia looked smaller, like all the air had gone out of her. She tried to apologize, quiet eyes down. "I just wanted order," she said. "Sorry doesn't unsteal what's gone," I told her. She nodded and walked away. That was the last time I saw her. Within a month, her house was for sale. Young family moved in, laughter in the street, dog barking at the mail truck. A little noisy, a little messy, but that's life. Mrs. Chen, now HOA president, nixed the fine, set up secure package lockers, made sure nobody'd ever worry about purple presidents again. George became neighborhood watch, which mostly meant barbecues and bad poker games. Every so often I'd find an envelope in the mailbox. No return address, neat cursive. You were right. Some stains don't fade. Some people learn. SW. No threats, no excuses, just that. I kept it as a reminder, not of revenge, but of what happens when silence gives way to truth. Maplewood Estates changed. Neighbors started talking. Kids' road bikes meetings became potlucks instead of battlefields. All it took was one person, a camera, and a plan. Not for revenge, hell. That's just paint. But for balance. These days, when the delivery van stops and the driver waves, "Hey, you're the purple guy," I just smile and wave back. Justice doesn't always look like a courtroom, you know. Sometimes it's just a neighborhood remembering that nobody's above the rules. So what would you have done in my place? Ever gone up against an HOA, Karen, or a system stacked against you? Drop your story in the comments, because trust me, in this neighborhood, poetic justice comes in all shades, but purple sticks forever. If you got a kick out of this tale, hit subscribe, because out here the fight for a fair shake never sleeps.